We begin on the college football gridiron. Tua Tagovailoa might have a bum ankle, but he's still making his rounds. Alabama flew the sophomore Heisman candidate to the College Football Hall of Fame on Thursday on a private plane ahead of the Home Depot College Football Awards show in Atlanta. The travel accommodations allow Tagovailoa to continue receiving treatment after having undergone surgery on his left ankle, injured during Saturday's SEC championship win over Georgia. The top-ranked Crimson Tide will face number 4 Oklahoma in the Orange Bowl on December 29th, giving the signal caller time to recuperate. Despite being up for numerous awards, he took home the 2018 Walter Camp Player of the Year title on Thursday. The Heisman finalists are in New York to ring the closing bell at the Stock Exchange today. The Associated Press announced that Kyler Murray has been named as its College Football Player of the Year. The Oklahoma quarterback and newly minted Heisman wagering favorite received 39 first-place votes and a total of 145 points, a sizable distance ahead of Tua, who garnered 13 first-place votes and 117 points. Dwayne Haskins, the Ohio State quarterback, who is the third of the 3 finalists for the Heisman, claimed 4 first-place votes and 55 points. I am torn on the Heisman, folks. More in the C list. Urban Meyer's job status was up in the air in August. The Ohio State football head coach has now taken it into his own hands. Meyer announced Tuesday that he will retire after the Buckeyes face Washington in the Rose Bowl on January 1st. Offensive coordinator Ryan Day will take over as head coach of the team. On the college basketball hardwood, better news here. St. John's remained undefeated, holding off winless Mount St. Mary's 85-71 to improve to 8-0 for the first time since 1990-1991. Some start for Chris Mullen and St. John's. The Florida men's basketball team fell in overtime in Maine Tuesday night, but the Bronx is still buzzing over the Battle of the Bronx last weekend. The Rams edged Manhattan in the closing seconds. We caught up with the stars of the game afterward. Check this out. What does it feel like to be back for another Battle of the Bronx?
This is amazing. It's part of our Bronx DNA. You can feel the electricity here. So far, it's a great game. You can't get any better than this. This is a rivalry that goes back almost or over a century. For me, the icing on the cake was to receive an award named after Jack Powers, who is a staple in this community, who played for this institution many, many years ago. I just want to thank President O'Donnell and all the good folks and fans that have done great for themselves, but also make it back to the Bronx to continue to witness this wonderful tradition.
As a graduate of Manhattan College, I'm glad to have him here, coming here, getting a great opportunity to have a great life, and I'm thrilled that we have great representation. He represents us all beautifully.
Now, the teams in this rivalry, this goes back 111 years.
We had history with this team, but we were just trying to come out. We still taking every game one at a time, so we just came out, did what we had to do.
Well, you've had a knack for hitting these game-winning shots so far this year. Walk us through that play and tell us a little bit about this game. Such a tight game for both teams.
To be honest, it all happened so fast. We just wanted to get a good shot, and the main objective was to win the game. So whatever good look we could get, I found it. So it feels good. We definitely want to keep the momentum going, and it's a new year. So new year, new team, so new expectations.
You knew you were going to sink that shot, right?
Yes, sir.
Great night to be a Fordham Ram.
Yes, I agree. Great night. I love it. Felt really prepared coming into this game. We knew it was going to be a big game. We knew it was going to be close. It was going to come down to wire and wire. It was a great atmosphere, and we just glad we came out with a W.
We switch gears and go from the Bronx to Queens, where the Mets have new stars in the building. Mets executive Jeff Wilpon said the team aggressively pushed to acquire Edwin Diaz in part to block the rival Philadelphia Phillies from trading for the all-star closer. Wilpon, the Mets' chief operating officer and son of owner Fred Wilpon, joined General Manager Brodie Van Wagenen at a news conference Tuesday to introduce Diaz and all-star second baseman Robinson Cano. We were at the press conference Tuesday at Citi Field. Here's more.
Happy to be back in New York, and just can't wait for the season to start and be able go out there and perform and help the teams to win the World Series. This organization, I was across the street, so I know I play against a lot. Against them a lot, and also the fan base of New York. Greatest fans in baseball. For me, I play this game because I love to win.
I came here to win, man. To the Mets fans, we came here to win and try to reach the World Series and get the ring.
We will stay on the baseball hot stove. The first big free agent pitcher is off the market. Left-hander Patrick Corbin has agreed to a 6-year contract with the Washington Nationals, reportedly for $140 million. Sorry, Bronx Bombers. Additionally, Nathan Eovaldi will not be their answer and will continue to be their enemy as the free agent right-hander agreed to a deal with the hated Boston Red Sox on Thursday. The contract is for 4 years and $67.5 million. The 28-year-old former Yankee was crucial for Boston last season when he came over in a trade and became an October hero for the World Series champions. With a 100-mile-an-hour fastball, he was untouchable in the playoffs, pitching to a 1.61 ERA spread between the rotation and the bullpen. The Yankees, who watched those two get away, now have one fewer trade target after the Cleveland Indians agreed to an extension with Carlos Carrasco. That keeps him under contract through 2022 with a vesting option for 2023. The St. Louis Cardinals have acquired all-star first baseman Paul Goldschmidt from the Arizona Diamondbacks in exchange for right-handed pitcher Luke Weaver, catcher Carson Kelly, and infielder Andy Young, the teams announced Wednesday. Goldschmidt, 31, an all-star each of the past 6 seasons, has a .290 batting average with 33 home runs, 83 RBIs, 35 doubles, and 90 walks last season. Nice pickup there for the Cardinals. Time for some quick hitters from around the world of sports. From the NBA hardwood, the Brooklyn Nets host Toronto tonight. The Knicks, fresh off a 128-100 loss to Boston last night, will host the Nets Saturday night, and Bronx native Kemba Walker and the Charlotte Hornets on Sunday at the Garden. On the NFL gridiron, the Giants are in Washington Sunday for a 1 p.m. kickoff. The Jets kick off in Buffalo Sunday at 1. On the ice, Pittsburgh bested the Islanders 6-2. The Isles skate in Detroit Saturday night. Puck drops at 7. The Rangers are in Florida Saturday night. Game starts at 7. MLS Cup final is also Saturday night. Atlanta and Portland gets underway at 8 p.m. The Giants did not activate running back Jonathan Stewart from the injured reserve list. His 3-week practice period expired, and his season with the Giants is now over after 6 carries for 17 yards. Stewart declined to comment earlier Thursday when asked about the decision. The G-men will also move forward without star Landon Collins, who is out with an injury. The unpredictability of the safety market already has muddled Collins' future with the Giants, who may end up using the franchise tag on him. Collins has 2 Pro Bowls and an All-Pro selection on his resume. He also has a lengthy recovery and uncertainty in his future after tearing his labrum in Sunday's overtime win against the Chicago Bears. The embattled Todd Bowles is the first coach in Jets history to have 3 straight 9-loss seasons. Asked if this job has been a bigger challenge than he anticipated, he said, "No, it's normal. It's a coaching job," he added. "I anticipated a lot of things in my life that didn't go quite as planned, but that doesn't make it any more challenging than the next job." Digital Kareem Hunt has now been cut too. Madden NFL 19 maker EA Sports told CNN that the former Kansas City Chiefs running back was removed from the video game and replaced with a generic player who will have the same ratings and attributes. Hunt was released by the Chiefs on November 30th after a video showed the rusher pushing and kicking a woman during a February altercation in Cleveland. No arrests were made, and he has not been charged, though the NFL and local law enforcement are investigating the issue. Video of more incidents involving Hunt have surfaced in the days since. Washington quarterback Alex Smith's recovery from the broken tibia and fibula, it was bad, he suffered last month, is reportedly being complicated by an infection. Sad news there for Smith. The original 6 are well represented on Forbes' latest list of the most valuable NHL teams, with the New York Rangers sitting right on top. The Rangers were valued at $1.5 $5 billion, followed by the Toronto Maple Leafs, Montreal Canadiens, Chicago Blackhawks, and of course the Boston Bruins. The other original six team, the Detroit Red Wings, checked in at number 8. The Los Angeles Lakers have worked their way into the middle of the standings in the Western Conference, and LeBron James, of course, is obviously a big reason for that. The team of misfits has plowed through the best conference in American sports and have been a surprise in LeBron's first year in Hollywood. And the Lakers may even now add Carmelo Anthony. Of course, that might not be good. Stay tuned for more there. Those are the headlines. We hit the C-list for my quick thoughts on the Heisman Trophy presentation. The Heisman Trophy presentation is Saturday night at 8 p.m. in Midtown. Tua and Kyler going toe-to-toe. They split the two big awards this week. That wasn't even a conversation when we were talking about the Heisman, of course, back in October. I think the voters might have been swayed by watching Alabama win without Tua at the end of that championship game. But for me, I still think Tua is the best player in the country on the best team in the land. He has done nothing but impress me since last season's national championship game. I do think the Heisman will be very close. Murray, who was also drafted by the Oakland A's, might very well win it and then go on to play baseball, almost like Charlie Ward did when he went on to go to the NBA after winning the Heisman. My vote goes to Tua. Share your thoughts with me on social media at The Voice, Bobby C. That's your sports. I'm Bobby C.